You need to listen very carefully. That feeling of unease that has been creeping into the edges of your awareness, that strange sense that the world is somehow inverted, that the rules you thought you understood no longer apply. It is not your imagination. The quiet desperation you feel when logic fails, the sudden emotional surges that have no logical cause, the feeling of being an outsider in your own life, this is not a sign that you are breaking down. It is a sign that you are being broken open. If you are watching this, it is because your soul has sent out a signal, and this message is the response. Prepare yourself, because tomorrow marks the beginning of one of the most profound and challenging energetic events of our lifetime, the cosmic inversion, brought on by the Pluto shadow transit. This is not just another portal. This is not just a full moon. This is a fundamental recalibration of reality itself. Imagine the universe as a grand tapestry, woven with threads of light and shadow, cause and effect, past and future. For eons, we have perceived this tapestry from one side, the side of light, of conscious intention, of linear progression. But Pluto, the celestial body of death, rebirth, and hidden truths, is now beginning a rare transit across a stellar cluster, casting a shadow that doesn't just block light, it inverts it. For a brief but potent window of time, we are being forced to look at the tapestry from the other side, the side of the shadow, the side of the subconscious, of karmic debt, and of our own hidden power. The inside is becoming the outside, and your shadow self, the part of you that holds all your repressed power, your unresolved pain, and your deepest wisdom, is no longer content to whisper from the depths. It is rising to merge with your conscious self, with your light. This is not a gentle process. It is a collision, and for those who are not prepared, it will feel like utter chaos. It will feel like madness. Your mind will try to rationalize it, your ego will fight it, and your body will struggle to contain the sheer voltage of this integration. There is a resonance lock that will click into place after this transit. Those who successfully navigate this inversion will find themselves operating on a completely new frequency, a timeline of authentic power and effortless creation. Those who resist, who cling to their old identity and fear their own shadow, risk being locked into a repetitive loop of their past, forced to relive their karmic lessons until the next cosmic opportunity arises, which may not be for many years. The stakes have never been higher. And if you have been feeling the tremors of this inversion, a sense that your entire reality is turning upside Dutch, type "I am ready" in the comments to anchor your intention to move through this with conscious awareness. This is your moment to choose. The first and most jarring manifestation of the cosmic inversion is the collapse of external logic. The world around you will begin to feel like a dream that is slowly unraveling at the seams. Conversations that used to be straightforward will suddenly become confusing, circular, and lead nowhere. You might find yourself explaining a simple concept to someone, only to be met with a complete lack of understanding, as if you are speaking a different language. Technology will become unreliable in strange, almost personal ways. Emails will vanish, crucial files will corrupt for no reason, and phone calls will drop at the most significant moments. Your rational mind will scramble for an explanation, a server issue, a software bug, human error. But on a deeper level, you will feel that something else is at play. This is the universe presenting you with the first test of the inversion, the test of perception. You are being asked to release your dependency on the predictable, logical, three-dimensional world. Your higher self, in tandem with your rising shadow, is intentionally disrupting the matrix of your daily life to see if you can perceive the pattern behind the chaos. Will you get angry and frustrated, blaming external factors and sinking into a state of victimhood? Or will you be able to step back, take a breath, and recognize this as a symptom of a much larger energetic shift? Will you see the glitch not as an obstacle, but as a signpost? The person who isn't understanding you is mirroring your own internal communication breakdown. The failing technology is reflecting the old systems in your own life that are no longer sustainable. Everything that happens on the outside is a direct, unfiltered reflection of this sacred collision happening within you. A key component of this external test is what we can call the echo trap. As the veil between timelines thins during this inversion, you will not just be revisited by your past, you will be haunted by its echoes. These are not simple memories. They are energetic replays of past events, charged with emotional residue that will attempt to pull you back into old frequencies. You might receive a message from an ex-partner, not with a clear intention, but with a vague, ambiguous question that feels designed to stir up old feelings. You might find yourself in a situation at work that is uncannily similar to a conflict you experienced years ago, triggering the same feelings of injustice or powerlessness. You might even overhear a conversation between strangers that uses the exact same phrases as a painful argument you once had with a family member. Full 40. Your ego will immediately want to engage. It will see the ex's message as a chance for closure or reconciliation. It will see the work conflict as an opportunity to win this time. It will personalize the overheard conversation and spiral into old grief. But this is the trap. These are not real, present moment events. They are echoes, karmic replays broadcasted by your shadow to test your resolve. Your shadow wants to know, have you truly integrated the lessons of your past, or are you still susceptible to their emotional pull? The test is to not engage with the echo. It is to see it for what it is, a ghost, a phantom, and to let it pass through you without reaction. You must become a mountain in the wind. You acknowledge the wind is blowing, but you do not become the wind. By refusing to give the echo your energy, you are declaring that the old contract is null and void. You are proving to yourself and to the universe that you are no longer a resident of that old timeline. This conscious disengagement is one of the most powerful acts you can perform during the inversion, and it is what clears the path for your true, integrated self to fully emerge. Through the second, and for many, the most intense aspect of the cosmic inversion is the experience of somatic alchemy. Your physical body, is becoming the alchemical crucible, where the lead of your shadow is transmuted into the gold of integrated light. This is not a metaphor. It is a literal biological process, and the symptoms can be profoundly unsettling if misunderstood. The most common symptom is what can only be described as emotional inversion. You may find yourself feeling a deep, profound sense of peace and joy when you are alone in silence, only to be hit with a wave of crippling social anxiety the moment you step into a crowd. Places and activities that once brought you comfort might now feel irritating or draining. Conversely, you may develop a sudden fascination or love for things you once dismissed or disliked. This is your energy field repolarizing. It is rejecting artificial frequencies and aligning with its authentic, natural state. This alchemical process demands an immense amount of physical energy. You may experience a bone-deep fatigue that no amount of sleep can cure. You might sleep for 10 hours and wake up feeling as if you haven't rested at all. This is not a sign of illness. Your body is directing all of its available life force energy inward to facilitate this cellular transformation. Your very DNA is being rewritten. You are upgrading your operating system from carbon to crystalline, and this requires you to be offline in many ways. It is crucial that you honor this need for rest. Do not push through it. Do not caffeinate your way past it. Surrender to it. Your rest is not empty. It is productive. It is sacred work. Alongside the fatigue, you will notice profound shifts in your body's needs. Your digestive system, the physical center of processing and letting go, will go into overdrive. You may experience sudden bouts of bloating, indigestion, or an urgent need to purge, as your body physically expels the dense energies of old traumas, fears, and resentments that have been stored in your cellular memory. And at the same time, your cravings will shift dramatically. You might feel a powerful aversion to heavy, processed foods, meat, and alcohol, as your body can no longer tolerate these low vibrational substances. In their place, you will develop an intense craving for pure, living foods, fresh fruits, dark leafy greens, and above all, clean, structured water. Listen to these cravings. Your body is not being difficult, it is giving you the precise building blocks it needs to construct your new light body. You may also experience a range of strange physical sensations. Many report a feeling of pressure or tingling between the eyebrows, a sign of your third eye being activated and cleared of calcification. You might feel inexplicable cold spots or hot flashes as massive amounts of energy are moved and redistributed throughout your chakra system. Aches and pains may appear in your joints and muscles for no reason and then vanish just as quickly. This is the physical body releasing stored karmic density. And perhaps most common is the experience of vivid, symbolic, and often nonsensical dreams. Your dream state has become the primary processing floor for the subconscious. Your shadow is using this space to communicate with you through symbols, to play out old scenarios, and to release trapped emotional energy. Do not try to logically interpret every dream. Simply hold the intention before sleep to receive the wisdom and release the density. Trust that your body and your subconscious know exactly what they are doing. This is not you getting sick. This is you getting free. As the external world glitches and your internal world undergoes its alchemical fire, you will be led to the most critical phase of the Pluto shadow transit, the 0-point window. This is the eye of the storm. For a period of roughly 12 hours surrounding the peak of the transit, the energies of the shadow and the light will reach a state of perfect, potent equilibrium. This is not a moment of peace in the conventional sense. It is a moment of absolute, terrifying, and exhilarating potentiality. In this 0-point window, the buffer between thought and manifestation is removed. The universe ceases to judge or filter. Every thought, every feeling, every subconscious belief you hold is projected onto the screen of reality with instantaneous force. Ultimate test of creation. If you are holding a deep subconscious fear of lack, you may manifest a sudden, unexpected bill. If you are holding a vibration of resentment, you may manifest a conflict out of thin air. This is not the universe punishing you. It is the universe showing you, with radical honesty, what is truly inside your energetic field. The shadow is revealing its programming. However, the same is true for the light. A pure, focused thought of gratitude can manifest as a moment of unexpected grace. A feeling of authentic self-love can manifest as a genuine compliment from a stranger. A clear vision of your desired reality can begin to crystallize before your very eyes. So, how do you navigate this? You cannot fight your shadow thoughts. This will only give them more power. You cannot desperately cling to only positive thoughts. This creates a resistance that is, in itself, a low vibration. The technique for the 0-point window is neutral observation. You must become the 0-point yourself. You must anchor yourself in the seat of pure awareness, the part of you that exists behind your thoughts and feelings. From this space, you watch the thoughts of fear and the thoughts of love arise and pass away like clouds in the sky. You do not identify with them. You do not engage with them. You do not judge them. You simply witness them. By maintaining this state of neutral, non-reactive awareness, you are doing something profound. You are telling the universe that you are not your thoughts. You are the consciousness that perceives the thoughts. This neutrality starves the negative patterns of the energy they need to survive, and it allows the positive potentials to exist without the pressure of desperate attachment. This is the razor's edge of spiritual mastery. It is the practice of being in the world, but not of it. Find time during this window to be silent, to breathe, to feel your feet on the earth. Anchor yourself in the present moment, and from that stillness, simply watch the movie of your mind. Do not try to write the script. Just watch. This act of pure, non-judgmental observation is the most powerful creative act you can perform. It is what allows your true, integrated self to finally take the director's chair. Life after the inversion will be both subtler and more profound than you can currently imagine. The intense, chaotic fireworks of the transit will cease. The glitches will stabilize. The emotional and physical whiplash will subside. And in their place, a new reality will begin to dawn. The first sign that you have successfully integrated the shadow. And the light is the emergence of what can be called integrated silence. The constant chattering war in your mind will go quiet. This is not the emptiness of depression, but the fullness of integration. The voice of the ego and the voice of the soul are no longer in conflict. They have merged into a single, coherent signal. You will experience a sense of profound inner peace, a stillness that is not disturbed by the chaos of the external world. You will find that you can make decisions with a clarity and certainty that was previously impossible. There is no more second guessing, because you are operating from a place of unified knowing. From this integrated silence, a new power is born, authentic magnetism. In your old reality, you may have spent a great deal of energy chasing, striving, and forcing things to happen. You chased relationships, you chased success, you chased validation. After the inversion, this dynamic flips entirely. You no longer chase, you attract. Your integrated energy field, now cleared of its internal contradictions and broadcasting a clear, powerful, and authentic frequency, becomes a magnet for the people, resources, and opportunities that are in perfect alignment with your soul's purpose. The right teacher will appear. The perfect creative collaborator will send you a message. An unexpected stream of abundance will open up. This is not magic in the superstitious sense. It is the physics of resonance. You have become the tuning fork, and the universe has no choice but to bring you experiences that match your vibration. This leads to the final and most beautiful stage of life after the inversion, the perception of the blueprint. You will begin to look back on your life, even the most painful and confusing parts, and you will see the divine order within it all. You will understand why that difficult relationship was necessary to teach you about boundaries. You will see how that period of financial struggle was designed to force you to discover your true gifts. The pain of your past will no longer be a source of trauma, but a source of profound wisdom. You will see the interconnectedness of all things, not as an intellectual concept, but as a lived, breathed reality. You will see how every person you've met, every challenge you've faced, and every failure you've endured was a perfectly orchestrated part of your soul's curriculum, designed to lead you to this exact moment of integrated awakening. You are no longer a victim of your story. You are the conscious author of it. The cosmic inversion is not an end. It is the true beginning. It is the moment you graduate from being a human, having a fragmented spiritual experience, to being a divine, integrated being who is mastering the art of the human experience. The journey from here is not about reaching a destination. It is about joyfully and powerfully expressing the wholeness that you have finally, courageously claimed as your own. You have walked through the fire of your own shadow, and you have emerged not burned, but forged. Welcome to your new reality.